Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
So the Diddy trial starts on Monday, and we know the star witness in this case, absolutely positively, is going to be Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who is also, everybody knows, on this horrific tape of her getting beaten by Diddy back in 2016. That tape, not the CNN version, but another version is going to be played to the jury. Well, take a look at Cassie. She is out in New York.
That's her in New York today, and looking. We knew she was pregnant, and we hadn't seen her since really February when they announced that she was pregnant. But she seems pretty far along, and she will be testifying next week. Taking the stand. We think that she'll testify next week, but...
The courtroom lights flicker on, the heavy doors creak open, and sitting at the defense table, dressed in a custom-tailored suit, sunglasses off for once, is Sean Diddy Combs, stoic, silent, a man whose empire was built on hits, hype, and power, now facing a federal courtroom that threatens to strip it all away. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's not a tabloid rumor or a social media feud. This is a federal sex trafficking trial. A real one. With witnesses, with evidence, and possibly with prison time. On a chilly Monday morning in Manhattan, a grand jury's work became reality. Diddy, once untouchable in the music industry, now finds himself flanked by lawyers instead of bodyguards. The charges? They read like a rap sheet written in fire. Sex trafficking, racketeering, interstate transportation for prostitution, obstruction of justice. And that's just scratching the surface, because what prosecutors are alleging is monstrous. This isn't just about one woman or one night. It's about a network, an entire system allegedly built to satisfy one man's desires at the expense of countless others. And at the center of it all, so-called freak-offs. That's what they're called in court documents. Bizarre, ritualistic, sex-fueled events allegedly hosted or ordered by Diddy himself. According to prosecutors, these weren't just celebrity parties with too much champagne and not enough boundaries. They were planned, coordinated, with victims allegedly flown across state lines, coerced into group sex acts, and manipulated using fear, status, and money. The allegations are staggering, cold, brutal. But now, the silence is cracking.
That is going to have some impact, one hell of an impact on the jury.
We have talked about before how appearance makes a difference in cases. How Diddy's appearance, wearing a sweater, having gray hair and glasses and whatnot, that it's all designed for something. Well, optics make a difference in court. And when you think about what this case is about, this is about the defense saying that not only did Diddy lead a swingers lifestyle, but so did Cassie. And that this was all consensual. And that they are saying there is no fraud, coercion, anything like that. When you look at Cassie getting on the stand, the jury is going to have to reconcile that image with the description or the picture that the defense is painting.
Well, and also they're going to hear her side of the story as she looks like that, and she's going to be telling, if she's refuting Diddy's version that was their lifestyle and that it was all consensual,
Several women have come forward with stories they say they've buried for years. Among them, Sarah Rivers, Ashley Parham, LaTroya Grayson, all represented by attorney Ariel Mitchell. Mitchell, a no-nonsense Florida-based litigator, has confirmed that a fourth victim, a male client, is preparing to file as well. Each one of them has accused Diddy of either direct assault or participation in an abusive system that enabled it. And they're not just filing lawsuits. They're considering something far more powerful, showing up in that courtroom, sitting in the gallery, looking him in the eyes as the truth comes out. Mitchell told TMZ, "The clients I represent, including Mrs. Sarah Rivers, Ms. Ashley Parham, Ms. LaTroya Grayson, and my soon-to-be filed fourth client, a male, intend to possibly attend the criminal trial of Mr. Combs. We are looking into logistics to ensure whoever wants to attend may be afforded the opportunity to see their abuser be brought to justice. This is more than a trial. It's a moment of reckoning, a cultural shift. Because if even part of what these victims say is true, it would expose a hidden rot at the very heart of hip-hop royalty." Meanwhile, inside the courtroom, jury selection has already revealed just how complicated this case will be. One potential juror, juror number 2, raised eyebrows. A massage therapist with experience working at upscale Manhattan hotels, including 2 that are named in the trial's evidence list. He even recognized celebrities like Michael B. Jordan and Mike Myers. But it wasn't the star sightings that made headlines. It was what he revealed next. His sister was a victim of domestic abuse. He said he could remain impartial. But can anyone truly be impartial when the defendant is a man caught on camera, allegedly beating his ex-girlfriend Cassie in a hotel hallway? That footage, grainy but chilling, shows Diddy throwing punches, chasing, dragging. It surfaced publicly just months ago, and prosecutors are expected to use it as a key piece of evidence to demonstrate a long history of violence, coercion, and control. And in this courtroom, evidence speaks louder than fame. Diddy, for his part, maintains his innocence. His lawyers claim this is all a money grab, a coordinated smear campaign, an attack on a successful black entrepreneur. But that argument gets harder to maintain when survivors start to show up in person, with matching stories of pain, fear, and psychological manipulation. As the prosecution lays out its strategy, they're painting a picture of a man who wasn't just rich and powerful, but predatory. Someone who allegedly used assistants to book rooms, managers to coordinate travel, and even other celebrities to legitimize his behavior. It wasn't random. It was methodical. Behind the music videos, the champagne-soaked parties, the magazine covers, there was, they argue, a machinery of abuse. This isn't just about what Diddy allegedly did. It's about who helped him, who stayed silent, who looked away. And that's what makes this trial different. This isn't just one case. It could open the floodgates. Already whispers are spreading through the industry. Other names, other victims, other settlements. TMZ reports that this trial may just be the tip of the iceberg. And if the jury finds Diddy guilty, we're not just talking about jail time. We're talking about an empire crumbling, billion-dollar brand deals vanishing, record labels dissolving, former collaborators running for cover. There's no beat drop big enough to silence this. But the outcome is still unknown. It could go either way. The defense is stacked with top-tier legal talent. They're aggressive, and they're ready to discredit every witness who takes the stand, every piece of footage, every memory, because at the heart of this trial is a single question. Will the jury believe the survivors? Or will Diddy walk away untouched once again? The courtroom is quiet now. Cameras aren't allowed inside, but the world is watching. Every news outlet, every fan, every critic, everyone who ever played bad boy for life on repeat is suddenly forced to ask, what was the cost? This trial isn't just about one man's guilt. It's about an entire culture of silence, and whether it ends with handcuffs or a handshake, the truth is already out there. And that truth, it doesn't go away. Stay locked in. Because what happens next could change everything.